if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will come out first. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Caught in the backfield, it's King. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The play action fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Anthony. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
The Blue Devils are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking for the score! Touchdown, Duke! They put the first points on the board.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So Clemson's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Unloads it left. Makes the catch. It's Moore. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking for a crease. It's Haynes. At midfield, he's got room. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? To the air on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
and the extra point is good. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Brown. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Little. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it all in that last play.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Turner. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do.
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense continues to have a great game. Both defenses has played well. These offenses are going to have to change something up, protect their quarterbacks a little bit better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Here's a Heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. They'll start this drive from the 42. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot going on there, picked up a couple.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They're dealing with a second and long. Reads it, fires complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The pull and throw off the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's got it. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Gives it to the back on the draw. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And in a 2-minute situation like this late in the game, the offense looking to throw the football. They're trying to make it look like pass before going with the draw, but the defense wasn't fooled. Really nice job communicating and staying alert before making that stop.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Lost the defense, he's wide open. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I love players that step up in big situations, in big moments of big games like that, late in this game on 3rd down, and just get the job done. That defender, an outstanding job. Outstanding work right there on that pass rush.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Deep shot for the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them.